guys, so I am going to continue with another video on pretty much reviewing all of my trash. I've broken these up into like 3 different parts. So the first one I did was reviewing all the skincare I finished up. This one is going to be reviewing all the makeup that I finished up. So without further ado, I guess we can just get started. First things first, just because they're right in front of me and they're really dirty, I have 2 different makeup sponges that I love both of them. They're past their 3-month mark, so they need to be thrown out. I love them both. Real Techniques, Holy Grail, super affordable. I love this one. This little heart-shaped one is from Kaja. This is really good. Like, this is really good. I like using it both when it's dry and when it's like been wet. Really nice. There's just something about this shape that I really enjoy. It's like a beauty blender, but squished in on the sides, and I like that a lot more. I don't know why, I just do. I know this is a little bit more expensive than a Real Technique sponge, but it's still cheaper than a beauty blender, so I recommend both of these. I actually have a backup that I used today of a different Kaja beauty sponge because I love it so much. But yeah, I like both of these. I recommend both of these. A lot of things that you're going to see in here are from my Project Pan. So this is kind of a spoiler video if you haven't seen any of those videos, so I highly recommend. I'll leave my intro for 2022 up in the cards so you can get caught up on all of those videos. But yeah, I'll just dig in. So I guess I'll try and kind of stay in order. This is the Color Science Unforgettable Total Protection Face Shield. It's SPF 50 with PA+++. This is a nice sunscreen. It's tinted, and I have this one in the shade Light. I think I would have liked this a lot more, especially on its own without like a foundation on top of it, if it wasn't more meant for like neutral and cool toned undertones. I have very yellow and green undertones, so I need something just a little bit warmer, and this didn't provide that for me. So you could definitely tell I was wearing something that didn't match my skin color. But this is really nice. I think if I ever get this again, I'm going to try the medium and see if that makes any difference at all. But it is nice. I did really like it while I had it. I have a few primers that I finished up. This one is from Physicians Formula. It's the Spotlight Illuminating Primer. This started stinking, and there's so many illuminating primers out on the market. I think you can find something a lot better. I also don't even know if they really make this anymore. I don't ever see it when I go into Target, which is where I originally purchased this, but I am glad I finished it up. I've had it for forever. And if you're wondering, Physicians Formula is not considered cruelty-free anymore. It kind of stinks, so this really isn't an option for people looking for something that is cruelty-free. The other primer I finished up is from Becca. It's the Becca Zero Pigment Foundation. I did not use this as a foundation. I used it as a primer. In my opinion, it didn't work in the way that I normally use primers for, which is either to add an extra layer of like smoothing or hydration or illumination. This wasn't necessarily hydrating. It just felt like water suspended in some type of gel, if that makes any sense. So it was like gelled water. It might have added a little bit of hydration, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't do what other things do better for me for primers. It did have a little bit of a smoothing effect on the skin, but there's others I have in my collection that are way better than this. Also, you cannot buy this anymore. Becca is not a brand, so this isn't something you can find anyways, so I am glad I finished it up. I have a few mascara products here. This one is the Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational Mascara. This has gotten so hyped up on TikTok, and while it was okay, I did like it. I do think it is overhyped. I think if you already have long lashes, this will be your best friend. But if you don't already have long lashes, it's not going to do anything more for you. Also, it is extremely hard to remove. It almost performs like a tubing mascara. So I really need warm water to really like rub between my lashes and get it off. And then it kind of like melts off. But if you're using cold water, it doesn't work. It doesn't come off with micellar water. It doesn't come off with makeup remover. So you're really just left with sitting in the shower and doing this with warm water, trying to get the stuff off your eyes. So just be aware that you're gonna have trouble getting this off. So this one is a lash primer, and I don't normally use lash primers, but I did like using this while I had it. It is quite enjoyable. I did notice a difference when I used it. This is from CoverGirl, so it's a really affordable lash primer option. I had the Still Booster XL primer from Lancome, and it is a very similar in formula to that. It's just the wand is totally different. But I think if you wanted the effect that the one from Lancome gives you, this one is a good affordable option. Lastly, I'm finally getting rid of this. It's from Tarte. It's the Best in Faux Lash Extending Fibers. I don't know why these were ever a thing, because these are so bad for your eyes. It's like putting glitter on your eyes. Like, glitter is metal. Metal will get in your eyes. It'll cut your eyes. Like, I don't know why this is a thing, because these are like little fuzzy fibers. Do you see that? Like, it's not good to have getting in your eyes. It's very uncomfortable, and it just looks like super spidery. This was such a vibe in like 2014 and 2015, but yeah, it needs to be removed from the collection. I don't even know why I even have it still. It's so embarrassing. Foundations that I finished up. I finished up the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. This is one of my favorites. It's super affordable. It's easy to find. This is truly like one of the best color shade matches. I use the shade 118. I love it. Will I repurchase this? Yes. I really, really love this one, and it's a good affordable option. Something else I really love is from Lancome. It's the Skin Feels Good Hydrating Skin Tint. This is a very light coverage skin tint, and I love that. This also smells really good. My only problem with this is that this specific color is not the best match for me. I have this one in the shade 01N Nude, and yeah, I would definitely repurchase this. I just want it in a shade that matches me a lot better. So some eye products. I finished up one of the ABH eye primers, eye bases. This is just like a little deluxe size, but it lasted me forever. I am glad I have it out of my collection. There are others I have right now that I love a lot more, like my one from Rare Beauty. That is like my all-time favorite eye primer. Trying to use this one and to finish this one up was really difficult, because I just love using the one from Rare Beauty so much more than this. But it was good while I had it. This is from Stila. It's one of their like glitter shadows, Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glows. This is a shade that was only available at Ulta Beauty. It's Ballet Baby. It is really beautiful. It has a really pretty pink shade to it. It just dried up on me, and that's the unfortunate thing with these, is they dry out very, very fast. So it was just time to remove it from my collection. I finished up a lip liner. This was also in my project pan. This is from Bodyography. It's the lip liner in the shade Barely There. Really pretty color, nice formula. I obviously finished it. Yeah, it was good while I had it. I like other lip liners in my collection just because they're a little bit easier to find. I don't know where you're gonna find Bodyography from. I just happened to get it in a BoxyCharm and it was a good shade for me. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. It's the shade Opal. Again, Becca does highlighters really well. Unfortunately, Becca is not a brand anymore. You can't buy this even if you want to. It's no longer available. There are other options, liquid and cream options that are amazing right now out on the market. So trying to fill this void is not nearly as difficult as it used to be back in the day. So I'm not as hurt that this is gone, but it's kind of, every time I see it, it's like nostalgia. Brings me back to 2016, 2017 era makeup. Last product for me to talk about is from Pop Beauty. It's the Makeup Magnet Mist. It's their setting mist. It's really good. I really liked this. It's affordable. I think you can get this at CVS. I'm sure it's available in a few other locations. I just know you can find this at CVS. I found it at my CVS. I love the sprayer on this, and that's like hard to come by, especially with a drugstore and affordable option, but this sprayer, A+, so good, and I really enjoyed using it. It's a great makeup setting mist. Stayed place all day. What else can I say? A lot of those things were finished because I had them in a Project Pan, so I am doing a really good job so far finishing up makeup. I've got 13 products that I've finished using this year. Stay tuned, I have one more video to upload, so I'll probably look the same. It's gonna be all of my hair care and body care products. All the hair care, I'm going to do my review a little bit differently. It's going to be a review around having bleached hair and fine hair, which is the type of hair I have. So these were products that really either helped me or didn't help me with the type of hair I have right now. So I hope that interests you. I'm really excited to do that video. I really want to get in depth with a lot of these products because some of them are amazing. So stay tuned. I hope to see you in my next video, and until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.